Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Farhan bin Burhan. My main supervisor is Prof. Dr. Anwar bin Hassan, and I am from Bachelor of Agrotechnology Science Aquaculture. And today I will present you about a review, and my review title is a review on the effect of light on the growth of larvae and juvenile of commercial fish. As for my background of study, aquaculture is one of the major contributors to world protein source. As the demand of the food supply increased as the world population grew over the time, African catfish, Nile tilapia, iridescent shark, and Atlantic salmon is one of the famous commercialized fish. Light is one of important factor affecting growth of the fish because light can affect feeding behavior and the activity of the fish itself. The effect of light can be varies according to the species and the feeding behavior such as diurnal or nocturnal. This is my problem statement and my significance of study. As for my objective, the aim of this review is to determine the actual effect of light on growth of larvae and juvenile of commercial fish based from previous study. This is my literature review of African catfish, Nile tilapia, iridescent shark, and Atlantic salmon. As for the methodology, I divide this into 4 categories. The first category is material, which will be search of article by using Google Scholar, Science Direct, and ResearchGate. The various keyword will be key in, such as light, growth, and commercial fish. And the second category is the selection of a material. The article will be selected based on the review title and will downloaded in form of PDF and only in English language with information such as year of published and the authors. Then the data gathering. The data will be organized according to the species of the fish, method used in the article experiment or the selected studies, and lastly, the comparison between the selected studies. The comparison will do by comparing the result on the effect of light on the growth of juvenile larvae between the article. As for my result and discussion, for the Claris gariepinus or African catfish, the juvenile African catfish display a distinct preference over darkness condition and also displaying a degree of territoriality toward other juvenile. Other than that, fish swimming was the common conduct so among the fish when exposed to the consistent dark period, while resting was the common conduct among the fish when exposed to a constant light period. Also, cannibalism behavior is more common in the light treatment than the dark treatment. As for the Orochromis niloticus, Nile tilapia, the comparable survival rate in the research show that the light intensity of a range from 1000 to 3000 were alright for the tilapia, and the seed production and spawning synchrony of tilapia can be observed at positive numbers at a high light intensity. As for the Pangasinodem hypothalamus or iridescent shark, the light wavelength and intensity influence the survival and somatic growth of the Pangasinodon hypothalamus larvae. Also, the larvae of Pangasinodon hypothalamus conduct a higher incidence of cannibalism under a brighter condition compared to the dark condition. Lastly, the Salmosala or Atlantic salmon. In this study, They provide the evidence that only 6 weeks of additional light or AL exposure is sufficient to initiate a growth response. Also, the body were higher in AL treatment than normal treatment. The specific growth rate also higher than normal treatment for the AL treatment. As for the conclusion, light is important toward the growth and development of the pangasian nodal hypothalamus, salmonella and Urcomyloticus, because this fish show positive result of growth and rapid development in the hatchling in the larval stage when exposed to a certain degree of light intensity and wavelength. All of these they have one common factor that affect their positive growth and rapid development, which is they use vision to search for food. As for the Clarius garipinus, the presence of the light does not show a positive development. This is because the nature of the Clarius garipinus itself, which is a nocturnal predator. This species tend to lurk in deeper water and its habitat mostly were muddy and murky, where they depends on smells and sense using their barbel, unlike other fish who depends on vision to search for food or feed. This is my reference, and that's all for me. Thank you very much.